This is Next 5 Minutes. First, I'd like to thank you all for your support. This is the last session for Season 1. The title for today's session is Power, People, and Problems, featuring the Clapback and Let It Go Already. It is said that absolute power absolutely corrupts. I won't debate that, but people who crave or covet power are dangerous. We want power because we feel powerless. We will seek balance to our perceived imbalance with more imbalance. It doesn't make sense, but it's more common than we know. Now, power-hungry people don't just want power to be powerful. No, they want power to get revenge. That's what we do. We use power to make whatever or whoever made us feel powerless feel the same. Imbalance does not restore balance. And that's the basis of the next 5 minutes. Let me lead by example by sharing some moments of imbalance from my life. Take a look at this graphic. What we see here are 5 videos that I did. 4 videos went above 10,000 views. The FedEx video in the middle just did 3,000 views. It's the lowest performing video I have to date. Also, it's not my best work. But what does this look like to you? A hole in my production. It also represented a hole in my emotional and mental state at the time. I felt powerless. You see where I'm going with this? But this is not what my channel was designed to do. I use my purpose for my own purposes. I use the power of this platform, this YouTube channel, to complain about FedEx losing my package. And to FedEx's credit, they acknowledged my claim, they explained their policy, and they moved on with their lives, leaving me in the hole that I was digging deeper. So I used my power to get back at them. It didn't work. Why? I told you, they moved on. The only reason people make their situation worse by digging a deeper hole that they're in and continue to engage you is so that you can engage them. They will continue digging their hole right under your feet until you fall in. That's the objective. Now look how the mighty have fallen. Abrams is right here with me. This seems so easy, it's avoidable, right? Wrong. I thought I learned an important lesson on social media, which was not to let people engage me to the point where I felt like I needed to engage them back. I did entrepreneurs, haters, and trophy makers. That was my clapback to people who had sharp comments about me. The video was relevant, and I don't regret doing it, but my motives weren't pure. And just like FedEx left me in that hole, I had to learn to leave people in a hole that they were digging for themselves. The fact that people can engage us and we can respond to them means that they have power over us. Now, if they're making their situation worse by digging a hole for themselves, we already have the high ground. To get even with them means that we must be on even ground. Yeah, like jump into the hole with them. I shouldn't be witness to what they say about me. I should have moved on, because you need 2 hands to clap back. That is 2 parts, 2 parties, an offender and a defender, a protagonist and an antagonist. We don't have to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I couldn't wait to use the power that I had to make FedEx feel the way that I felt. And of course, no clapback is complete without an audience. Yes, you need an audience because a clapback is nothing without people to hear about it. In the first case, I felt powerless. In the second case, I felt like my power was challenged. In both cases, this was a corruption of power, and both led to me wanting revenge. What is revenge? Revenge is not about solutions. It is about enacting or aiding the suffering of others for the sponsor's benefit. It makes us feel good to make someone else who wronged us feel bad. What about this example of a corruption of power? Saddam Hussein, the former president of Iraq, he had a difficult childhood. His family raised sheep. His mother named him Saddam, which means one who confronts. His stepfather abused him and he ran away. How did he become the dictator for life? He used the power that he had to gain more power. And what did he do with it? Well, in one instance, he used it to get revenge on a town where he was almost assassinated. He killed more than 140 innocent men and boys who could offer no resistance to him or his power. Now ask yourself this question. If someone has so much power, why would they want to engage people who are powerless against them? Electricity is a form of power, and it seeks the path of the least resistance to ground. People who use power for revenge don't often want resistance because they didn't also grow with the power that they attain. And why would you have to if you get what you want? This could explain why, as people see us moving up in stature, they sometimes say, stay grounded. That means be reasonable, be appropriate, govern yourself accordingly. Now, if you're told this once or twice, it's a message. If you're told this more than that, it's a warning. Now, Saddam Hussein was warned in the months leading up to his capture. He received plenty of warnings. Granted, the warnings were about weapons of mass destruction that he never had. But instead of opening up his country to show the world that he was innocent and the Americans were wrong, he dug a deeper hole for himself. Remember where they found him? Yeah, they found him in a hole in the ground. He literally and physically grounded himself and his power into the ground, or the hole that he dug for himself. Okay, we're not Saddam Hussein, but why are some of us using our power to attack Asian Americans, specifically elderly Asian Americans? Yeah, but we're not waiting outside of a gym to engage some buff Asian person holding a protein shake and a duffel bag. That would offer too much resistance. And why are we upset with someone's Nana because they're Asian? Why? Because we feel powerless against COVID-19? Because we think they had something to do with it? Because we want revenge on COVID-19. And these elderly Asian people, they offer the path of least resistance to our power. I think my problem is I try to make sense out of things that don't make sense. Righteous power is manipulating events in your own life for your own benefit. But corrupt power, well, that's manipulating events in the lives of others for your own benefit. The most difficult power we have over ourselves is the power to change ourselves. That power will keep us grounded. Well, with that said, that brings us to the close of this session and this season. I hope you got something out of this. And please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when the new videos come out. What's next? The season 2 trailer. Contained in it will be the date for the season 2 premiere. Remember, power up, but stay grounded. I'm Abrams, you're awesome. I'll see you in the next 5 minutes. Season 2.